Where are you? And Adam was so dead, of course he couldn't respond. He couldn't hear what God said. But he did hear what God said, which means he wasn't intellectually dead. Or would you say he was morally dead? Well, he blamed his wife, and no man who blamed his wife is morally dead. So what is it going about? You see, the very thing the Bible says is, in the day you eat, you shall die. He did not die physically in that day. So the analogy that says a dead horse can't respond is completely wrong, because it's concentrating on physical death and it doesn't realize there are the other death. So that's the end of that objection as far as I'm concerned. It's a confusion. And the second thing, and this is the bottom line for me, there's going to be a judgment. What are we going to be judged for? For not believing, according to the Lord himself, many times over in John's Gospel. And if we're going to be judged for not believing, we must have the capacity to believe. And the mistake of theological determinists is quite simply to think that if we had the capacity to believe, it would mean we were earning salvation. And yet Paul has an entire treatise, the letter to the Romans, to explain that trusting God, having faith in God, is not a work. So once you clear that up, I would put it this way: the greatest gift that God has given to you and me is the capacity to trust. We use it in everyday life. I often say to people who are determinists, do you think a person is capable of trusting their wife? And they get into a huge confusion about this, obviously. God has given us that capacity. The central issue of the Christian message is this: are you prepared to use that capacity in your response to God and trust him? Because you're going to be judged for it. So you must be able to do it. But if you want to read more, there's a book called Determined to Believe.